How to make your Ubuntu look next level with a stunning Hyprland setup. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to install Hyprland on top of Ubuntu. Thanks to the GitHub developer for making this video possible, which allows for the automated installation of Hyprland on Ubuntu within a matter of minutes. For those who may not be familiar, Hyprland is a Wayland compositor based on WL roots offering smooth animations, dynamic tiling, and straightforward configuration. Let's start with the process of customizing Ubuntu with Hyprland. First things first, make sure you have a fresh copy of the latest Ubuntu installed on your PC or laptop. Now, as you can see, I'm running the latest Ubuntu 23.10 at the time of recording this video. Now, this guide is only compatible with non-LTS releases, so make sure you're using the latest version. Now open the terminal and update your system by running this command. Now once it's done, run this command to reboot the system. After the reboot, open the terminal and use the Nano text editor to modify the apt source list. Uncomment the line by removing the hashtag starting with deb-src to enable package sourcing. Once it's done, save the changes by pressing Ctrl+O and Ctrl+X to exit the text editor. Then run this command and update the source list. Now it's time to set up a pre-configured Hyprland environment using an installer script created by the Maverick developer. Now visit the GitHub page to learn more about the setup. I recommend going through and reading the developer instructions to fully understand how Hyprland works on Debian and Ubuntu. After reading through the page, copy the URL and clone the repository. Then navigate into Debian Hyprland and install scripts. Now within the directory, you will find an NVIDIA script file. We need to make some changes to this file. To do so, edit this file using the Nano text editor by typing the exact command you see on your screen. Then comment out lines 43 and 44 by placing hashtag at the beginning of each line. Next, go to the line number 13 and uncomment this statement. Now go to the top of the file using the arrow keys and delete these statements. Once done, save the changes by pressing Ctrl+O and Ctrl+X to exit. Now return to the Debian Hyprland directory and look for the install.sh file. Execute the command to change the permissions and run the script. After running the script, you will be asked some questions. Type Y to proceed with the Hyprland installation on Ubuntu. Follow the instructions precisely. If you have an NVIDIA GPU, type Y. Go ahead and install GTK themes and file manager and configure Bluetooth. If you're trying this on an Asus ROG laptops, type Y for yes. I'm going to type N for no. Since Ubuntu comes with GNOME Display Manager, we don't need Simple Display Manager, simply type N for no. Now type Y to install XDG desktop support. If you want to install Z Shell or Oh My Z Shell, type Y. It's recommended to install Swayback Effects, NWG Lock, and Hyperlink dot files. Now the installer will do its magic and it will take some time. Be patient and respond to the prompts requesting your authentication. The setup may take some time, but it's essential for transforming your Ubuntu into a stunning Hyperlink experience. That's it, type Y to reboot your computer. On the login screen, click on the username, then click on the settings gear icon at the bottom right and choose Hyperlink. You can switch between GNOME and Hyperlink using the GNOME Login Manager. Enter the password and voila, we're inside the Hyperlink environment. Now please note that this is the most powerful Hyperlink configuration you have ever experienced on Ubuntu. The developer offers you the flexibility to modify the system, Waybar layout, wallpapers, and more. Now by pressing Super plus H on your keyboard, it shows all the key bindings you need to know. You can always edit the Hyperlink configuration files by pressing Super plus E. Now as you can see, all the configuration files are organized neatly. Now let's see the keybinds config file. You can make various changes to this file, such as adjusting keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to add a few bindings that allow me to open a terminal by pressing Super plus T and Super plus A for the Thunar file manager. Now once it's done modifying the configuration file, save the changes, and now if I press Super plus T, it will open the Kitty terminal. You can also modify the Kitty font size by editing its configuration file. If you have installed Hyperlink on a laptop, you may notice brightness and keyboard brightness do not work. To fix this issue, open the terminal and execute this command. Now you can see I can increase or decrease the brightness using the keyboard shortcut. Now pressing Alt plus W on your keyboard lets you choose the Waybar layout. If in case you want to increase the font size of Waybar, you can go ahead and edit the Waybar style sheet. Then save the changes. The changes will take place after you log back. Now let's install wlogout. Now by default, when you click on the power button, for some reason the controls are not visible properly. To fix this issue, you can use wlogout. Now open the terminal and install it by typing this command. Then add this keyboard shortcut by modifying the keybinds configuration file. Now save the changes, and you can see that if you press Super plus L, it will bring up the wlogout menu. Now using it, I can shut down and reboot my computer. It's time to talk about the pre-install wallpapers. You can change the wallpaper by pressing Super plus W. Now using this window, you can choose any wallpaper you fancy. Overall, I would say Ubuntu with Hyprland looks next level and offers the best desktop experience. All the applications work fine without any issues, and you won't face any scaling issues. That's about it. This is how you can install Hyprland on Ubuntu. A huge thanks to all GitHub developers who contribute to making Linux beautiful. Don't forget to explore the GitHub page for further insights into the Hyprland configuration. Thanks for watching. This has been KSK Ryle. I will see you in the next one.